All right, pardon the madness here. I got a card apocalypse going on. I was in the middle of grading a bunch of cards, and PSA changed their standards. So there was several cards I was trying to squeeze in, and I regret not doing it at the end of the year now. Although I do agree with the changes entirely. 100%, I agree with it, and I don't buy tens that look like nines to begin with, so it doesn't affect me at all. However, there were certain key rookies and stuff I was wanting to send in to have graded that were meeting the threshold of an 8 or a 9. Um, or I'm sorry, a 9 or a 10 on PSA standards, which cowardly the way they went about it, but I agree with it 100%. I cannot deny that, so I agree. It's the way it should be. But anyway, this is VR for Mark's Dodgers cards, and I wanted to do the 3 channel shout out and the 3 Hall of Very Good kind of players. And, I believe some of these guys could make the Hall one day, but I'm going to do my 3. And I was thinking about doing Pinson and Concepcion, but I have been beaten. So I'm going to go with a couple of my other guys, which actually now this works out. So first things first, we're going to go with old Bobby Grich. So right here I have an O-pee-chee Grich rookie. So much stuff in the background, it's probably going to have a hard time focusing, but this is an O-pee-chee Grich, 1971. It's got the chipping on the edges. However, it is, when you look at this, I don't know why I'm having such a hard time here. Probably just all the stuff in the background. But if you look at it, you can see that it's overcut on the front, which is why I thought this was a good candidate for at least a 7 with PSA. I had this graded myself. Because it's overcut, and then when you see the back, so the chipping is not really chipping, it's just the way it was cut. And then the back is just, it's a beauty. Anyway, Bobby Grich, he was a 6-time All-Star, 4-time Gold Glover. I think he's got a 71.1 WAR and a World Series win. And he was a solid player, great defender. I guess anybody who saw him play would say that he passes the eye test as a All-Star Hall of Famer type player all day long. So I agree, and I pick up those guys' cards and these guys' cards as well. When I see some nice copies, just because they might get in there one day. So Keith number 2 will be Keith Hernandez, and this is the Topps Mini. I had this one graded as well, and doing my best here, but there we go. And it's a pretty decent copy. But Keith Hernandez was a very, very good player. Another guy that you watch, and he was not a common. Like when you got a Keith Hernandez card as a kid, it was not a common. You weren't looking at it like, oh, that's that's a common card, but you got Phil Garner on here as well, which is pretty cool. So decent copy of this. Put this one back here. Keith Hernandez, 60.3 WAR, 2,182 career hits, 5-time All-Star, 296 career average, and a 2-time World Series champ. MVP award winner as well. Keith Hernandez, Hall of Very Good, but man, right on the brink of the other. And then another guy right here that I really like and I don't hear enough talk about, and it's another guy. When you pulled a real Willie Randolph card as a kid, you were not pulling a common card. You knew you got a star. And when you saw Willie Randolph play, you knew you were watching a Hall of Famer. This guy was amazing. He's an amazing player. He's another eye test guy, I like to call it. You see him, he's a ball player. He's got the tools and the skills, and he put up the numbers. So Willie Randolph, I'd like to get his O-pee-chee, by the way. 65.9 career WAR. Second baseman, mind you. 6-time All-Star. 77 World Series winner. Silver Slugger, and 2,210 career hits, I believe it was. And as a second baseman, that is a pretty good resume. So these are the guys I am going to feature. And like I said, the shout outs I'm going to do at the end, I do them at the end because that's the only place I know how to add the graphics or the links or whatever, however you do. And no offense to anybody, I'm going with three that I just feel are they just kind of pop right in immediately in the top of my head. And there's some newer channels as well that I wanted to include, but I just they're actually plugging away pretty quickly and adding um, subscribers quickly. So I think they're on the right track. And I apologize to anybody who feels like they were left out, but I'm gonna go with three that I just really enjoy, and I feel like they just need more views, and I just don't understand it. And they're not necessarily lacking on subscribers as some of the other channels are so badly. But first of all, I'm gonna go with Vintage Card Wonderland. Just obvious, instant asset to the community, and obviously belongs here. Making great friends already doing um, live streams with people, and he fits right in. So I just feel like Vintage Card Wonderland, Josh over there, he needs more. His content just needs more views. He needs more subscribers, and I think it's well deserved. And I think it'll come in time. But just wanted to give him a shout out. Next one I'm going to go with is Mac Wax Stacks. And man, I'm telling you, there's just hardly a more entertaining card channel than Mac Wax Stacks, BK over there. It's always entertaining content. Just got the funnest collections I think I've ever seen. As far as it's just all over the place, and the Stashy Stash collection and everything else, the graphics, the little fun little things he throws in. I'd buy that for $1. Everything is it's just fun. It's always a good time when you watch a Mac Wax Stacks video. So I highly suggest it. And I think he's around 350 subscribers. He's a future YouTube Hall of Famer, I'd have to say. And then the last one, I'm taking all too long as it is, but the last one I'm going to do is Half Century of Collecting Sports Cards. That's a tough channel to remember. And I get him confused with a couple of the other channels, but this guy's collection, I don't recall his name offhand, but his collection is massive and ridiculous and incredibly underrated and needs to be enjoyed by a lot more viewers. I see he's got quite a few subscribers, but I look at the viewership on his videos and it's severely lacking compared to what he's showing. This guy has unopened graded packs of 1960s cards that he shows regularly, just nonchalantly. The cards he's shown a Harry Heilman the other day. That's an absurdly ridiculous exhibits card. But the things he shows it's just so random. He's got his top 400 he's doing now, and I'm just, my jaw hits the floor every time. So the guy's collection is ridiculous, and it's underrated and underwatched, and you need to tune in for that. And I'll put the links. But thank you so much for watching. Awesome VR, Mark. I enjoy your channel and your content, and I try not to ever miss a video, and I'm not sure I have since I've subscribed. So sorry for anybody. I haven't been up to date on all comments as much as I normally would be, but I don't think anybody's missing out there. But thanks for watching. It was a fun one to participate in while I had a little bit moment here, and God bless. Take care.